Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we're in the siege of Jan Mary's here. We had an army sieging in between episodes. It was like, I don't know how many men they have, but they... Oh, I might actually go down. No, look, yeah, I didn't. They had an army. It was like 600 or something against the town. They managed to get it to 200 versus 200. Almost lost, so they retreated as I was about to support them and we were probably going to win. So they retreated. Now we've got another army sieging it. We're at war with Britannia, which is a very bad thing. Oh, I need to stay on this wall. Even though I think it's only 5 fall damage or something like that. We need to stay on the wall. Or we just stuck at this point. I think I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We got stuck on that wall, and it was either sit there or die. Oh, we are taking heavy losses. Yeah, we have managed to get the towers up now, though. I did kind of preemptively push that and then died, so it's kind of my fault we took heavy losses. But at the same time, we're going to take heavy losses from catapults either way. Oh, it does look like we're starting to kind of get in their walls now. Those catapults, I don't know why the AI let them keep them. Are we going to break through this gate here? Oh, we're taking heavy losses. We don't have the men to take this many losses. Does look like we've got a small breakthrough in the side of the wall. Now we have enough men to be taking this type of losses where we're even. Yeah, it does look like we might get the victory here. Yeah, we did get the victory. That's very nice here. That's definitely nice. The one problem is Azari is taking Quart, and Quart is pretty lightly defended. I would say 200 men for a town isn't really that bad. So they're probably going to lose Quartz to the Azari, which obviously I don't particularly want, but we did just take Jan Mary's off the west. The west's now just been crippled. And if they lose that other town, they're going to be even more crippled. We can obviously go ahead and sell all the loot here. Oh, actually, we defended last episode. That's why we've got so much loot. Yeah, we can go ahead and just sell all that. We should be able to sell all the bulls. Yeah, we can. And then we can actually equip that. Oh, honestly, I think I prefer those. Even though it's a decent chunk less protection, at this point in the game, we've already got good enough armor that we don't go down super easily. So making it look a little bit better is quite nice. There, so we've got almost 600k now. We're going to head to Jasolga to try and defend. They're going to do nothing really. Right, well, with Britannia, obviously, we've just defended the fief, so they're just kind of tearing through our land. They're going to take Quartz back. Is there any other updates? Not really. Is Sturgia at war with Kuzets? Yeah, I assumed so. Kuzets are at war with Sturgia. That's actually an even-ish battle. Azara are at war with the west. The west's going to get crushed. The south's going to get crushed, and Britannia is hopefully going to get crushed. Yeah, we just took, obviously, one of their major towns off them. And we're going to try and defend Jasolgos as much as we can here. Who's it going to go to? If it goes to us, that's a very good sign. We're not even on the board. That's not a great sign for getting another town. We're going to put 60 influence in there. Max out my relation with him. It is going to decrease my relation with the other two a little bit, but I think it's worth it, honestly. Now, what have we got going on with the armies? They don't really have much going on. We've got 400 army here. We're just going to sit outside their siege camp. We're actually going to look around. Yeah, it looks like we're going to defend Lincoln Hen. Quartz isn't going to get lost, probably. They've got 200 defenders. They're really not going to be able to do much. Oh, there we go. They've launched assault here. We can go ahead and... We're just going to hire these two. It's only 23 influence to save me a decent chunk of men. Yeah, this should be an absolute wipe here. We lost 18 men, wiped their full force. Yeah, that's very nice. We've also got 81 upgrades. We've got another 40 troops we need to hire. So, obviously, we'll be back once we've got actually something to do. So, I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. As you can see, we've got out Melody here, which we can hopefully just crush. Also, we need to get there and defend Jan Mary's as soon as we possibly can, because it's not going to be great if we lose Jan Mary's here. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be great. Who's it getting sieged by? Garios. Yeah, so it's getting sieged by the west. So it's definitely not going to be great if that gets taken. We're just going to obviously scroll through the encyclopedia just to get that to the start here. They've got 3,000 strength. They're getting crushed. They're getting decently crushed, but they're in a two-front war. We could definitely do with making peace, hopefully, with the West. Or Britannia. I don't really mind. I want to make peace with both, declare war on either the Azari or Sturgia. Preferably Sturgia to take my own land, but Azari wouldn't be too bad either. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and fight this. We should be able to just crush them here. They've got 100 forces. We've got 150. But we've got more elite men. Actually, I just said we've got more elite men and then realised we just give away most of my elite men. I was just testing. Because if you watched the previous episode, there was actually like 2 of the maps were extremely glitched. Like my arrows were red. It didn't look too bad. It was actually kind of cool, but it still was glitched. So I was just double checking that this time it's not glitched. They have got men, but they're 300 meters away. So we could definitely do with catching up to them here. Are they traveling further away? Or are they getting closer? I think they're getting closer, so we're going to move formation up here.
Archers, move!
We'll get the cavalry on me, honestly. Because even if I overextend, the cavalry reinforcing me won't be too bad. Are they moving forward or backward? They're advancing towards us.
Infantry forward!
Which means if we can get a formation set up there, that wouldn't be too bad. We're just going to advance with cavalry here, kind of scout them out. It does look like they've just got a basically full force of infantry. It does look like they've got a full force of very bad infantry as well. Yeah, it looks like they definitely could swarm us with infantry, but we have more infantry than... Well, we have equal infantry to them. And ours is a little bit more elite. We're going to fall back the cavalry, actually. We're going to just full retreat the cavalry. Actually, no, we're not going to retreat the cavalry. We're just going to move them over there. I was thinking retreat the cavalry just to get them out the way. Oh, but I realised, actually, why retreat the cavalry when we can use them in a bit? Because I was thinking, with cavalry, they're just going to get picked off if there's 80 infantry.
Archers, move!
Because obviously cavalry does a good job of dealing with a lot of
infantry forward!
Archers, because they can just run right into the archers. Oh, we do need to get some kills here. It shouldn't be too hard once we kill all... I'm actually going to kill all their archers here. Apparently they only have 4 archers. I don't know what this back formation's for though, because I thought this was all their archers, and I thought it was lying to me when it said 4 archers, but no, this isn't archers, it's actually infantry. We just killed one of their 4 archers. Yeah, we're just gonna sit back and let the archers do their work. It's basically just free kills. Most of them do have shields, but quite a few of them don't. So the few that don't are just gonna get picked off slowly. And then the few that do have shields is also gonna get picked off. So they're just slowly gonna die if they sit on this hill. And if they charge, they're dead. Yeah, they're getting absolutely just crushed here. Yeah, the archers are just picking them off. Yeah, they've got basically no plan here. Yeah, they've lost 40 men without even meeting my lines. Yeah, we're absolutely just destroying them here. And then we're just going to charge the infantry, charge the cavalry, and they're done for. Yeah, they've got 20 men left. They've lost most of their force. Yeah, Meldy is just about to get swept. Yeah, the last few men are just gonna go down. They've got 5 men left. I can see. I think I can see actually. No, I can see all of them. Not a single one of their men is gonna retreat here. Yeah, they got 0 retreat men. We can go ahead and free him for more relation with him. We can take 20 prisoners, we can upgrade there. We're going to get a lot more Fiend Champions and stuff. We've got very, very elite force, and we've got a very, very elite garrison as well. We're doing very good with men. Yeah, obviously the more men we can get as well, the more elite men we can get, the better off we're going to be, because it means if we take another town, Stygian town, we're going to be better off. But right now we kind of need to figure out what to do here. We need to defend Jar Mary's. Gisogos, I'm assuming, is just lost. I don't see us being able to defend that. Because we've currently got a town and a castle getting sieged. The Azari have conquered a lot. Well, actually, they've took all of their land back. They're down 2 castles and a town in total. Are they at war with another faction? No, they're not. Kuzets are at war with Sturgia. I'm assuming they're crushing Sturgia. No, they're actually losing to Sturgia. In terms of castles, at least. Yeah, we've got 19 defenders. I don't know why they would siege Jar Mary's over Legetta. Oh, is that army saving that? The army might be saving that, honestly. If that army can siege Gisogos as well. Doesn't matter, they've just decided not to siege Gisogos. Not siege, save. Yeah, it looks like we've probably lost to Gisogos, but that army managed to clutch up. Yeah, we can go ahead and just wipe those 60 off the village. That's going to give us a lot more upgrades here. We also do need to buy some more horses. Which we can head to Jar Mary, sell the prisoners, buy some horses, and we'll be doing pretty good. We can also help this caravan here. Yeah, helping that caravan's quite good. Plus we just gain more upgrades. And we can defend the village again, hopefully. Yeah, we only lost 9 men there. We just crushed them again. Yeah, we're gaining a lot of upgrades here. We have lost quite a few men now. But at the same time, we're getting a lot more men. That village is looking pretty good for us. Yeah, that village looks like we can farm it for a decent amount of... No, I don't want to enter the smithy. It looks like we can farm it for a decent amount of, obviously... Well, not defense, but, like, we can kill a lot of armies and stuff. Or forces. Yeah, we can go ahead and buy all the chargers and stuff. Obviously, I don't think we particularly want to buy other types of horses. We're going to just sell all of that and see how much loot we've got left. Oh, that's actually perfect. And then we can upgrade the... Oh, we only have 2 upgrades worth of horses. So we're going to need to find some more horses. We can crush that party. We need to defend Lincoln Hen. Yeah, that party's running from me. I think we're going to head back to the village, see if we can get this... Ooh. He's actually disorganized, which means we can just crush him. Yeah, we lost another 3 men. But that's definitely not too bad with the amount of upgrades we've just gotten. We could do with heading back to my town or somewhere. Probably... I think we're just going to head back to Varchik, honestly. We need to dump some men, get some more recruits. Rebels and Carbeds, that's nothing to do with us. Don't know why they're not defending Lincoln Hen. Our armies are pretty depleted. And all honestly, we could do with some peace somewhere. I don't know why we don't want Western Empire peace for free. Like, we don't pay anything, they don't pay anything. That seems like perfect peace. Oh, they've got 200 men sieging a castle with 100 men. We can go ahead and defend that. After we head to my town, I'll be back once we've dumped the men, got a bit of recruits, and we'll try and defend Gisogos. Also, Lincoln Hen just got defended, so we'll be back once we're hopefully defending, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We haven't actually recruited up much, and we've just managed to drop off, but I've just realised we're 899 renown. We get 1 more renown, we can then get Clan Tier 4. Obviously, I don't think we're particularly in a position to rebel currently. We've got 235 men in that garrison. So we've basically got a spare, like, 150, but that's not enough to rebel, I don't think. Even if it is, I still just don't think it's a good spot currently to rebel. It is going to give us a lot more party size, though. It should give us a decent chunk more party size. So we're going to get some recruits. I think we might just lose Jesogos, in all honesty. But we'll obviously see. Sadly, I can't declare war on Carbenseth. That would be basically Freetown. But I'm going to just recruit up and I'll be back once we're ready to actually do something. So I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. I think we're just going to attack this army. There's an army sieging Lincoln here. They've got 290. I've got 175 men. I think it's just worth attacking them, honestly. We can probably win this. And if we do win this, this would be a nice way to level up the clan tier 4, which is obviously going to give us a party size upgrade of 15. We do have relatively weak men, so we do need to... Ooh. I don't know whether to take the hill advantage. Or whether to take the bridge. I think we'll set up the archers on the hill. Yeah, that seems about good. We can set up the infantry there. We're going to set them up just to, like, quickly get down there. Oh, no, they're right against the bridge.
Soldier, for move!
I think we'll shield wall there. Push our archers a little bit more forward. Push our cavalry a bit more to the side. We're just going to have to wait for them, honestly. Because... Oh, we're technically attackers.
Infantry after me! Line formation!
We're going to get all units in a line formation here. Because we're technically attackers, that's bad. That's pretty bad, because they can hold this bridge. And because they're technically defenders, they won't attack us.
Move! Move! Over! Stand! Move! Move! Foot forward! Forward! Move!
We need to hold this bridge at all costs.
Move! Forward!
Well, we need to make it to the bridge first. We need to make it to the bridge way before them. Yeah, if we can cut down a few of this cavalry. Or even just damage them a little bit. Yeah, that cavalry is going to take a little bit of damage on the retreat. Our cavalry is forward, a lot more forward than anything else, but our infantry is kind of closing the gap. We are getting attacked, not particularly that much. I'm going to actually get the cavalry on me, just to help me stomp their cavalry down. Now we're going to make them fall back a little bit. Ooh, the archer in. Can we pick a few of them off before they get back? No, we sadly didn't. Is there any place... If we get our archers up there and they don't charge our archers, that would be a good place.
Move! Forward!
That would be a very good position.
Shields up! Move!
If we could get them to charge us. The thing is, they've got 200 infantry, so they could just swamp us real quick. They could really just surround us and kill us real quick.
Move! Forward!
We're gonna have to hold this position. We cannot push them. They've got way more infantry. We need to get our archers in range, though.
Move!
Which is they're in a beautiful position to stop us from getting our archers in range.
Forward!
It would also be helpful if I was hitting these bow shots instead of missing.
Archer, move! Forward!
If our archers are in range there, we can do something. Some of our archers are in range for their cavalry. I don't think we can particularly see their infantry. Let's see. No, we cannot see their infantry at all.
Move! Move!
Maybe we get right against this bit. It looks like we're not going to be able to use this bridge to our advantage. They're just not allowing it, which is probably one of the smartest plays. Don't let us use one of the biggest advantages, which is the bridge.
Forward! Face enemy!
We can get our archers set up there.
Move!
our infantry set up there. How far away are our archers? Are a decent chunk away.
Move!
They're kind of safe.
Archer cavalry!
We can get the cavalry engaging their cavalry. Do our archers have it? I kind of need them to get the like perfect line of sight here.
Move! Move!
Yeah, that's like perfect line of sight, honestly. For if they engage us. Their archers are slowly going to get picked off, and eventually we're just going to drain them. Yeah, we're just going to help our cavalry just crush them. If they just continue to sit back, we're just going to pick off their formation slowly.
Cavalry!
Yeah, we're just going to get the cavalry on me, honestly. Yeah, if they can take down those last two pieces of cavalry. Yeah, if we can take down the last little bit of their cavalry in this unit, that's going to be quite nice. Yeah, that's quite beautiful here. Oh, it looks like they're charging here. We're just going to have to charge them in the back. We're going to have to move our archers a little bit closer in.
Forward! Cavalry!
Doesn't matter what they're back charging. Our archers are at a distance. Are they charging our archers? They're definitely charging our archers. Which means we can charge them in the back. Move the archers back. If the archers fall back while the infantry's destroying them.
Move! Horsemen!
We're gonna have the cavalry charge. It's smart of them to charge us, but at the same time they're losing a lot of men because they're too busy charging us and not actually fighting us. Ooh, if we can get our archers formed up now, we can definitely rain down arrows on them.
Soldiers! Stand your ground! Move!
We're gonna get our infantry formed back up, and they've just given us a perfect angle to just absolutely shred them here. Them doing a reckless charge just pinned them between our infantry and archers, and there's not really much they can do here. Yeah, we're just gonna charge the infantry. They get attacked from the back and from the front. The archers are absolutely raining down fire on them. Yeah, we're pinning them. This is beautiful. We still got a decent chunk of range from the archers getting attacked. And we're just going to hold formation there. Let the archers just rain down on them. They're getting absolutely crushed here. This is beautiful tactics. Yeah, they've almost evened out the amount of men we have compared to them. Our infantry is almost equal. I don't think it's worth getting me involved because this is too good tactics. Yeah. That was absolutely beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful tactics here. We lost 3 cavalry and male infantry, but we haven't lost that many archers here. And they've got 1 man retreating. Yeah, that's the victory here. We lost 21 men. We lost 1 cavalry. The other 2 were wounded. Then we lost a lot of infantry, but they lost their full force. That was a beautiful battle. That was beautiful. They tried to charge our archers, and I think we played that perfectly, honestly. We've got 150 upgrades. Yeah, we're going to have a very elite force here. That's very, very good. Yeah, that's very, very good. Obviously, we've just absolutely demolished an army. Obviously, it's not like the biggest army for them. But considering that they've just lost 300 men and all we lost was like 15 men, that's definitely nice for us. Plus, we've just got 150 upgrades. It's going to cost 7 grand just for the upgrades. Oh, that's actually better. That's 1 or 2-handed. It looks a lot weaker than what we've got. Yeah, I kind of forgot we did at one point just spend a big chunk of money on armor and gear. And we don't really need to spend any more money. It looks like Onar got stopped. Is there any peace support? Is it Britannia peace? No, there's no peace support for either. We're going to head over to Varcheg. I'm going to drop off the men. We're going to try and recruit some more men. We do basically always need to... Oh, I forgot we clantied up, so we can get 200 men now. Which 200 men is going to be a formidable force. 200 men is going to be a formidable force, yeah. What's Sevik doing? Yeah, we don't really have anything to do here, because we haven't got a big army. We haven't got a big enough army to do a massive siege. But we also haven't got... We just haven't got anything ready to do here, because we can't siege a massive town, and we don't really have any plays. We kind of just need the wars that we're currently in to be over, because it's kind of just a grind war. Where it's just at a stop. We need, like... Oh, the North's being beaten up by the South. We are by far the strongest faction. We're almost twice the strength of any other faction. Sturgia's just fighting back and forth on that castle. How much influence does the rest of the kingdom have? I'm actually the most influential noble. What we might want to do is drain everybody's influence to declare war on the Sturgians. We could do that. We definitely could do that. Then take Balgard. If I'm up for the vote, they can't do anything about it. I'm not too sure. I'm going to recruit up a bunch of men, and I'm going to be back once we've decided what to do. But I might do that, honestly. Because if we declare war on Sturgia, I'm on the board for Balgard and I take it for myself. That's obviously going to be great. That's definitely going to be great. We'll obviously have to give away Legetta, but it's not going to be too bad. What's our fiefs making? We're losing 2k at Varcheg, and we're making a little bit of everything else. Yeah, the towns just aren't making enough money. Well, the villages, should I say, but the villages have all been raided recently. Yeah, so we're just going to recruit up, and I'll be back once we're, like, pretty strong. We've got our 200 force, and I'll think about what we're doing. Hopefully they defend Jalmares, though. If we lose Jalmares, there's no way we're making peace with the West. Well, we technically could force it, I think. But I definitely wouldn't want to. So we'll be back once we're ready to do something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we've actually just lost Jalmares, which is pretty devastating, but it's not the worst. Because obviously it's not my fief. Legetta's still fine for the second, but I'm thinking we might have to give it away soon. Also, we desperately need some peace here. There's no way we're going to continue with this war. Because we've just lost Legetta. We don't have any forces left. We're starting to actually lose the wars. It doesn't look like it, but we actually are starting to lose the wars. We need... I don't know why they wouldn't want peace with Britannia. 360 a day to make peace with Britannia. Then we can focus on the West. But it's just not working out for us here. It's really not working out. So I'm going to be back once we're actually doing something. So I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. And what we're going to do is we're just going to attack a bunch of villages to obviously gain a bunch of influence and... also to level up our men a lot, because obviously it's going to be pretty nice here. Unless they have more than 60, I don't think we're going to bother fighting them, because I just don't think it's really worth the fight, honestly. We can just crush them, and it's just going to be devastating for them. We need to obviously just defend everything. But sadly we did lose Jalmares, which is obviously quite devastating. But we're gaining a lot of upgrades. If we're gaining like 20 upgrades per village, we're going to get a maxed out army real quick. So, obviously, I don't know what they're doing. Jalmares, they're going to take Jalmares back. I think they're going to probably defend Hegeti while they're passing, and then take Jalmares back. Which, obviously, them taking Jalmares back is going to be pretty good. It's definitely going to be pretty good. We need peace with some sort of faction. There's no way we can stick with the two-front wall. Because also, I do want Valandian... Not Valandian. I want Batain... What am I talking about? I want Sturgian wall. Britannia has offered peace. Oh, that might actually work, honestly. Yes, that does work. I don't want to give him... Oh, but we can't physically give him too much to win. Yeah, so that's very nice here. 3k off Britannia for peace. Right, I don't know why it just cut out there. Obviously, we just made peace with Britannia, but we can get Sturgian wall. It's 73% support for Sturgian wall. We're definitely going to get Sturgian wall. I'm definitely getting Sturgian wall straight away. I'm not even going to risk waiting a little bit to gather a force and then get Sturgian wall. We're just getting Sturgian wall straight away. We just gained a massive relation with Sevic, and we're gathering a force, even if we have to disband other armies. How many men do we need to take Balgard? We need 800 men. How many men can we currently get? We're going to have to disband some armies. We don't particularly have insane relation. Oh, they're sieging John Mary's. One of the biggest armies is sieging John... Yeah, they're sieging John Mary's. Oh no, it doesn't matter. They're not even sieging John Mary's. They're attacking. So now what we're going to do is we're obviously going to gather a force. We need 800 men at least. That's... should be enough, I think. I think that should be enough. I think that's like 900 to 1,000. Yeah, 900 to 1,000. So we're going to be back, and obviously we're going to siege Balgard here. That's going to be a very nice siege. So I'll be back once we're ready to launch the assault, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We got caught out in this fight. We're going to have to hopefully win this. I actually kind of didn't realize that I forgot we had really weak men. So we're going to have to crush them here, and then we're going to have to take this town. Hopefully we can take this town. And hopefully it goes to me as well. If it goes to me and we take this town, that's going to be absolutely amazing. The good thing is they're the attackers here, so we can go ahead and just sit back in a nice position. Oh, doesn't matter. This is not a good position. We're going to have to move forward quickly here, because that's not a good position. Behind a hill, we can't see them. That's going to completely disadvantage our full force. Those look like they've got primarily infantry. We outnumber them by 30 men. So we've got guaranteed more archers. Yeah, we've got an insane amount of archers compared to them. How close are they to meeting that position? They're going to meet us at this position, basically. We're not going to have any time to set up.
Move forward.
Yeah, we need to get this position moving now. Oh, looks like they're not full charging, which is beautiful for us here. We're going to have to just destroy their cavalry. Not cavalry, missile cav. Yeah, we've got our archers set up now.
Infantry, move.
We're going to actually set up our infantry there. It's a little bit closer, which gives our archers...
Ready yourself.
Oh, they're actually not looking the right way. We've got a good opportunity to win this. Yeah, we need to just destroy them here. Yeah, we're absolutely just destroying them here. This is going very nicely. Yeah, this is a nice defense. I didn't really realize that we were like right near. I saw 90 and I saw 90 and I was like, oh, I'll just stop them from going into the town. So they obviously didn't defend. And then I realized, oh, they're actually attacking me. Because obviously they have 160 men. I don't know if it was 90 and 90. It was a decent chunk of men that I just thought, oh, they're pretty weak against 200, but then obviously they're not. We are kind of getting crushed, but the archers are just managing to pick up a lot of kills. A few of their infantry is actually engaging our archers, which we could do with killing. Yeah, helping our archers there was pretty good, because it means they can continue to help out our infantry. We're down to 20 infantry, but they're down to 60 men in total. Oh, we've got no infantry left. We've got no infantry, but we've got 87 archers against 50 of them. Oh, and some of that 50 is archers, which is good, because our archers will definitely beat them. So we just need to hold off this small amount of infantry then. Which will be hard considering they're very elite. Yeah, it looks like we just need to hold off some infantry and a bit of cavalry. Where's our cavalry? Our cavalry's all gone. It's just archers. It's just me and some archers. This is going to be a hard battle, and this is going to be bad to come out of because we're going to have not many men left. Luckily, we managed to kill a lord. Ooh. Yeah, one of their lords is down. We outnumber them 2 to 1. We just need our archers to outdamage them. We're going to advance our position here. We're just going to wipe out their archers. I think if we have all archers and they have no archers, that's going to be good. This is going to be close. But I think we can definitely come out on this. 60 men against 20. But they have some cavalry. Which obviously cavalry is going to do more work than the archers, I think. Oh, that's very good. Most of the men are wounded, which is good. Because if we were walking out of this with 50 men, we're dead. We might even be dead, actually, because we're down in Sturgian lines, and we're going to have, like, 40 men. I need to keep alive, then, with as much HP as possible. I need to keep as many men alive as possible. We've got 40 men against 13 cavalry. Yeah, we need to end this cavalry. This is definitely a close battle. Yeah, we're going to end them quite quickly here. They've got 8 cavalrymen. We've got 35 men left. This was a very close battle. A lot closer than I thought it would be. They put up a very good fight. Are they retreating? They've got 1 troop left. I think most of them retreated, but this 1 troop is not retreating. That was beautiful. Right, so we're back. I'm not sure where we are currently. Yeah, I'm really not sure where we are. My game just crashed. I'm not too sure. We did get Sturgian War, but it's just crashed, so I'm not sure where we're at. Do we make peace with the West or the Britannians? I think we have peace with Britannia. Would we be able to get peace with Britannia again? Oh, actually, we got peace from Britannia because we got an offer.